So I changed my mind yet again. I will be staying on 2.5 milligrams of Zepbound, at least for now. So here's why. Let's get into it. So hi everybody, my name is Cheryl and this is my channel, Sunshine Storyline. Sunshine because that is in fact my middle name. Sunshine because the story changes every day. This is just my life, my experiences, so you never know what's going to pop up here. And I have been on a weight loss adventure for about 5.3 days or something like that. Why an adventure and not a journey? Because a journey is an act of traveling from one place to another. I want to get somewhere and I want to stay there. An adventure is an unusual and exciting experience, a risky undertaking of let's try that again. A risky undertaking of unknown outcome. I don't know what the outcome of this adventure is going to be, but that sounds more like what the heck I'm doing here. I'm definitely not on a journey because I'm not going here and going there. That's not what I'm about right now. I want to have something fun and exciting, and I want to change my lifestyle in a way that will help my health overall. So yeah, I am on an adventure. So won't you join me? If you would like to be on this adventure with me, please jump below to that subscribe button. I'd love to have you all here. The community that we have been building already and the warm welcoming comments, I look forward to it every single day, and I thank you all for that. So yeah, welcome, and let's just get into what's been going on. So for anybody who hasn't been here for the last few weeks, a little bit of backstory. So I was prescribed Wegovy by my doctor back in July. So we're going, on 9 months or so, I guess, at this point. And unfortunately, the medication was in a shortage. Big surprise. And I was unable to get it. So I never began Wegovy. Interesting tidbit. While looking through my Blue Cross recently to figure out if I was able to, how many prescriptions I would have and what my insurance is covering and everything, I was looking in my history, and August of last year, my pharmacy put through a claim for Wegovy. Now, months and months and months have been going by, and my pharmacy has told me that they had no medication. Like, I called and he would basically laughed at me. And I just took it at face value because I assumed that, if one pharmacy had the situation, then everybody had the situation. And I didn't call around. But now I have a call into my insurance company to try to figure out, because it's literally, there's a claim for $1,400 with my copay there that I actually paid it. So did this medication go to somebody else? Like, what actually happened here? But it is a fulfilled claim in my insurance. And I just saw this today because I've never actually gone in on the app and looked at anything. And I was trying to figure out my refills. And I just started scrolling, and I was like, this was August 2nd of last year. I'm like, what the heck is this? $1,427. So I don't know if something shady is going on, if there was some type of I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions. But I will say, you need to be your own advocate. And that's definitely something that I have learned in the past few weeks. Is nobody's going to do anything for you. Nobody's going to do the work for you. You need to do the work. So just, just be aware of that. So sorry, back to my story. So I was prescribed Wegovy. I was never able to get the Wegovy. In October, my doctor prescribed Trulicity. So I also have CKD, chronic kidney disease, and apparently the GLP-1s can help with this as well. So she was hoping to kill two birds with one stone. We have been seeing every month more and more and more reports and more studies are being done about the GLP-1s, and it can help just such an array of different chronic health problems. So these medications, I think, are amazing. And over time, I think we're going to see it prescribed and approved for more and more health. At least that's my hope, because it does look like, it could save a lot of lives in the end. It helps with, there's studies being done about chronic heart problems and all of these other things. So anyway, my insurance company would not prescribe Trulicity at the time. So that was October. I called the pharmacy multiple times. He basically laughed at me. I had two friends who were one on Ozempic and one on Mounjaro, and I was starting to see them losing weight. And I'm not going to lie, I was jealous. I was envious. I was even getting a little mad. Mad because I was unsuccessful in obtaining the medication at that point. I was thrilled for them. Now, to be fair, I had my prescription at a local small town pharmacy, and they continued to tell me that there's no sign of anything. There's, they don't anticipate this medication coming in anytime soon. And I'm believing, that that's the case. That was my first mistake. I should have known to look further. So if you are in this situation right now, whether it be with Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, Mounjaro, or anything else, and somebody's telling you that, there's a shortage, which there is, if there's a shortage that they can't get it, call around. So I began talking to my girlfriend who was on Mounjaro, and, she told me, make sure that you talk to your doctor. There's other medications. I didn't know what Mounjaro was. Zepbound wasn't even really a thing that they were talking about yet. And she's telling me, you have to call, you have to talk to your doctor, you have to stay on them. And I said, well, I'm prescribed something. They don't have it. And she said, I don't always get my Mounjaro at the same place. I have to call every month. And I was like, oh my God, like that just sounded like a big pain. But I also saw the weight that she was losing and how good she was feeling. And she also has another chronic illness, and it was starting to help with that too, which that made me so happy because I know how much she had been struggling. So, that's what I did. I called my doctor again. Now I'm concerned, I have chronic kidney disease that's going untreated. We had other conversations. Long story short, without getting into all of my medical history, in February, my doctor wrote me a prescription for tirzepatide. I had absolutely no idea what that was. I didn't even realize at that moment that it was Mounjaro, which my girlfriend that was telling me all of this was on. And yes, she is type 2 diabetic. So I know that there's strong feelings about people taking Mounjaro that are not diabetics. So that's not something that we're going to talk about right now. So when I called the pharmacy and told them I had tirzepatide something, and I couldn't even pronounce it, and they said it's Mounjaro and Zepbound, it's, interchangeable, blah, blah, blah. 2 days later, my prescription was filled. I went after dinner, I picked up the shot, I took it at 7:30 that night. And when I tell you, I literally had no idea what I had just shot into my leg at that point. I didn't even care. I was just happy to finally have this medication, and I would kind of wing it and figure it out from there. I wasn't going to wait and do the research. I did it immediately. Within 24 hours, my hunger was suppressed and the constant food noise had stopped. Then I started the research. I'm a kind of jump into things now, worry about it later kind of gal. I watched countless videos. I did hours of research. I joined all of the online support groups. I did all the things. And within the first week, I was barely eating anything, and I lost weight. I lost 4 pounds, I think it was. And I was thrilled, but so frustrated because of all the time that I lost. And I'm trying to not dwell on that. I'm a dweller as well. So that weekend, I started it on Tuesday. That weekend, I went to the store to now buy some protein and all the things that I'm seeing on all these videos and online and everything. So I went to the store and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take the camera with me. And I put the camera on, looking a hot mess as I did, and pouring rain. And I threw the camera on and I figured if I was this clueless, maybe there's some people out there that need some help too. And maybe we should do it together. And that's what I have been doing. So, again, you guys have been so warm, so welcoming, so kind. Obviously, this is a difficult subject. You know, it's embarrassing, it's hard, it's sensitive subject. It's not something that people like to talk about. And if we can change that and open it up to some people, then I'm thrilled to be here, embarrassing myself out there for everybody, and hopes to encourage some others. So that brings us to today. And now here we are with another medication. I finally got the prescription and we're in another shortage. So if I didn't mention earlier, I am currently taking 2.5 milligrams of Zepbound, which is tirzepatide. This is the pen that it comes in. You pull this off, you put it on your skin, you press the plunger. The medication in 10 seconds is in your body. Super easy. Apparently, these little buggers are the problem. The pens, I don't know if they're malfunctioning, if they're too hard to make. Honestly, I'm not doing all of that research. There's a lot of other groups out there that you can find that information from. But apparently these pens, these auto injector pens, are what makes it so expensive and is what is slowing down production of this medication. So if you watched my video the other day, I have been on 2.5. I was able to get a second box of 2.5. And then right after that, I was able to get a box of 5 milligrams because my doctor had called it in literally the day after I picked this one up. And then the next day I picked up 5 and my insurance covered both of them. So my plan last week was next week I was going to take 2 of these 2.5s to equal 5 milligrams. And then the following week, I was going to begin my 5 milligram shots. So next week, the 11th, I was going to take 2 2.5s. And then I would have, I would have started 5 milligrams by then. And then I would have my box of 5, hoping to get the next box of 5. Apparently 5 milligrams is one of the super shortage dosage of Zepbound. So now I'm kind of freaking out. I don't know what's going to happen. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to continue for 2 more weeks, the 2.5, because I still have 2.5 pens and I have a box of 5 that I haven't started. So that would at least give me 6 weeks, and pray that in the meantime, I'm able to find something. That being said, if for some reason next week when I try to refill, if I'm able to get 5, then I will switch to 5. If I'm only able to get 2.5, then I may go back. So next week, I believe, is my 21-day refill mark. That could kind of decide what happens. But if everything stays the way it is and I'm unable to obtain any medication next week, then I will continue 2.5. I am not thrilled about it because while I was still losing 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week, I do feel less hunger suppression. So my shot was Thursday. Last night we decided to go to, and this may have been a bad idea, but I have been extremely honest in telling everyone that while I am staying in a calorie deficit and I am eating as much protein as I possibly can. I am trying very hard not to change my entire life because I need this to be long term. And I am pretty confident that I am not going to be able to stay on this medication for a lifetime. I don't think my insurance company is going to allow that, at least not right now. And I need to be able to successfully live my life. So last night, Friday night, we went to Raising Cane's. So we live in New England. There are not many, all the fast food joints that you guys have like all over the country, we don't have those here. And Raising Cane's opened within the past 3 or 4 weeks. My son loves Chick-fil-A, so we decided to go to Raising Cane's last night. So I got a 3-piece meal, which was 3-piece tenders, crinkle cut fries, which I originally had no intention of eating, a Texas toast, coleslaw, and a drink. So I don't like Diet Coke. I got a lemonade. I probably shouldn't have, but I got a lemonade. So at that point, I had probably only eaten 500 or 600 calories throughout the day. So I was like, you know what? Sometimes you go to splurge. So I only did the 3 tenders. I didn't think I'd be able to eat it, judging from what I've been eating up till this point, and the fact that it was the day after my shot. I ate 3 tenders, which kind of shocked me. And I had some French fries, I had 2 bites of coleslaw, and I had 1 bite of the bread, and I gave it to my husband. I drank a few ounces of the lemonade, I gave it to my son, I had water when I got home. And I was fine. I was anticipating coming home, not feeling well. I was okay. And I was thinking about it later, and I was like, geez, I'm surprised that I was able to eat that much. And I know you're thinking 3 tenders, that's really not that much. But even before the medication, 4 tenders at Chick-fil-A would be my max, or however many pieces they put on the salad. That's usually what I would get, would be the salad with the avocado ranch dressing, because it's my absolute favorite. And I wouldn't be able to finish the whole thing. So I was kind of shocked that I was able to finish the medication last night. Now, I will tell you, when I got up around 4 o'clock this morning, was it around 4, to go to the bathroom, I was like, let me just see. So I weighed myself, and I was up 2 pounds. And I was like, ooh, this was a bad idea. So then when I got up again at 7:30 for the day, and I weighed myself, I was actually just 0.2 pounds more than I was yesterday. And I was kind of, I was wondering that at different points throughout the week too. Like, when do you actually lose weight? Like, do we lose weight as soon as we go to sleep? Like, little things start coming into our body and eating away the fat. When do we lose weight? Do we lose it during the day when we're walking? Like, how does that work? Which was very interesting to me. So I guess the longer you sleep, maybe the more weight we're losing. I don't have a clue. But I know that it did change over a pound from 4 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. So, hey, at that point, I had only gained, 0.2 pounds, and I hadn't, gone to the bathroom or anything yet. So I was happy with that. I like I said, I still lived my life, and I know that there's going to be eventually like that 5 pounds that will kind of fluctuate all the time. And come here, buddy. I'm dog sitting. So yeah, that's I don't know. I'm very, hi buddy. I'm very confused, what's going to happen, how it's all going to play out. So I guess in the meantime, it's in God's hands. We just kind of pray and see what happens. And I'm just hoping at this point that I can, don't bite. You want to say hi? Come here. Do you want to say hi? Oh, say hi to all the people. Yeah, say hi. Say hi, everybody. Yes. This is Brewer. Yes, this is Brewer, and he says hi, everybody. Okay. Hi. He wants to play. I think he needs to go for a walk, so I think we're going to actually take a walk, which brings me into my next piece here. So like I said, I'm just over week 5. I have taken 6 shots. Was that my 6? So is this going into week 6? I can't even keep track anymore, people. So as of right now, like I said, I am doing a calorie deficit. I am, I have my tracker, I have my app, I'm watching what I'm doing, I'm putting everything in there. I have not really been exercising. I had an ACL surgery last summer that I was still in therapy for. And I should still be in therapy, but I actually have stopped that therapy because the co-pays were killing me and I needed to rework medication money. Anyway, and the winter before I had ankle reconstruction. So my ankle is still pretty messed up. It's very big, it's very swollen. There's nerve damage. I have chronic pain syndrome with that whole situation. The knee is getting better, but it's still very achy. So, I still have to take it easy. So I haven't begun exercising yet, but I think I'm going to start walking at least 3 times a week. So unfortunately, this has kind of been in the back of my head, like I'm going to start. And, we always have excuses to put it off. We have had nothing but rain, like things are flooding everywhere. The rain has been ridiculous the last month. It's always raining. And I live in a very rural area. It's farm country out here, and the roads are very dark. Actually, on the main road near me, the night before last, a high school friend of mine's brother was struck and killed. It was a horrific hit and run, and my heart just goes out to that family. But the roads are atrocious here. They're really difficult. So it's very hard to walk in my area safely. So my goal is to begin walking at work. I can walk around the building outside. I can walk around, and it's, kind of blacktoppy parking lot area. So that's my goal. I think next week, a couple of days a week, if we can get any nice weather, which I'm kind of hoping for. Because I do need to start moving things, moving my legs specifically, because I have stopped that physical therapy currently. And that was, I know a lot of people are like, you have to I did months and months and months and months of physical therapy, months, 2-3 times a week. We've kind of hit a plateau at this point, and I need to start walking more and more, and it might be this much a day. I don't know. Tune in, and maybe I'll take you guys along with me at some point. So yeah, that is the plan right now. Like I said, it could change. I think Wednesday-ish, I can try to put through my prescription, see what happens. But even at that point, I don't know. I might, even if I was able to obtain another box of 5, which seems pretty unlikely since 5 is the real target, and I don't think I can go back to 2.5. My pharmacist did tell me that if I tried to put that prescription through again, because I've already picked up 5, they would flag it. So I don't know if I'd have to have my doctor write a whole new prescription. I don't know. That's a next week problem. Right now, my mind is set on continuing 2.5, and I know it's going to be a little bit harder, but I figure at some point I'm going to have to stop the medication. I'm only covered until August right now, and I don't know what my insurance company is going to do. So if my insurance company stops me in August, I'm going to need to figure it out and how to live. So I figure if I continue with the 2.5, just doing the best that I can, it'll at least help me, prepare mentally for what's to come, because I know that I'm not going to be able to do this forever. So yeah, what are you guys doing? What's everybody else? Does anybody have a plan? Has anybody found the 5, I think it's 5 and 15 currently, that are on the real shortage list? So Mounjaro has been on the FDA shortage list for quite a while, and Zepbound this week has officially been put on the shortage list. Now, I've seen a lot of people say, have the doctor send your script to Eli Lilly directly. So if you go to the Eli Lilly website, they do have a spot for their own, and it's not their own. They have 3 outside companies that they deal with. I know Amazon is one off the top of my head. I can't remember but there's 3 pharmacies that they use through Eli Lilly Direct. And your doctor, if you go to the website, there's a spot and you can actually get the NPI number and everything for the doctor to send your prescription there. However, when I was on the website looking into this the other day, a box popped right up saying that there is a shortage. So I am not confident that that is the best route to go. There's, at least on Amazon, there's a way that you can go to the Amazon pharmacy and you can pull up Zepbound and Mounjaro and the different dosages, and it says it's unavailable. You can't, through Eli Lilly Direct, go and see if any of their pharmacies have anything. There wasn't a spot that I was able to find that said that. So that makes me nervous. I can't call and ask them, so I don't want to send my prescription there. I know my doctor's office is busy as well, and they don't have time. As it is, it takes 2 to 3 days for them to do it when I ask them to do it. My doctor's not there all the time. It's a whole thing. So that makes me nervous as well. So I know I've seen a lot of other videos and a lot of people recommending that might be the best route. Personally, I feel that it's not, and maybe just do your research before you switch and before you do anything. Find out if your medication is actually going to be there first. So currently I am using a Walmart because, like I said, my small town pharmacy, I got to find out what's up with that from August last year. 2 of my son's medications, he's told me, are on back order. It's been 2 months. I've had to switch that to Walmart. And when I got my Zepbound, I called them. They were like, absolutely not. We can't get it. It's on shortage. And Walmart had it, and she said it wasn't on shortage. And that was February. So there was not a shortage of Zepbound in February. But that's what my pharmacy was telling me. So you guys have to advocate for yourself. Be your own advocate. Do the work. That is one thing that I didn't realize in the beginning, and I honestly kind of didn't really want to bother with. But now that I see the difference in the medication and what it's doing for me and for my life and for my health, I will do the work, and I will put the work in now, not just in what goes into my body and moving my body and exercising, but in also being the advocate for my medication and getting, what I need to continue. So yeah, I think that's just our update for now. So I don't want to, do an update in a week or so and tell everybody that I was still taking the 2.5 when last week I said I was going to move up to the 5. I just want to be completely and utterly transparent with everybody at all times. So yeah, let me know if you guys have had any issues with the shortage and what you're planning on doing, if you have a plan yet. Yeah, and what's going on with everybody else out there. Again, everybody, I thank you so much for being here and being so kind and supportive. It really means the world to me. And seeing the 250 plus people that have subscribed in the last few weeks is really amazing, and I am so thankful for each and every single one of you. So please, if you are new, go ahead and subscribe. We're so thrilled to have you here. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out. I watch so many videos, other people's videos who are also just beginning, and I found one today who I just thought was so real. And 2.0 Mommy, if you happen to come across my channel and you see this, you are awesome. I loved your video. You are so super authentic. And Zepbound Journey with Ange, I think it's Zepbound Journey, it's Zepbound with Ange. She's phenomenal as well. And Brittany Rose, also. So these are all phenomenal other content creators that I have come across that I really, truly just find to be real and authentic. So if you guys are interested in, watching other people's journeys or, being supportive with others as well, those are some that I have come across recently. Oh, and is it FabFitFun. I think it's FabFitFun with Allie. She's great too. She's hysterical. I think it's, let me just check and see if I can find her, because I would love to give her a shout out as well. I can't find her right now, but I think it's FabFitFun, and I know her name is Allie, and she's awesome. She's super funny. So yeah, just a couple of other content creators that I like, that are on the same journey as the rest of us. And yeah, guys, I think that's going to about do it for now. So we will check in with you towards the end of the week. And I think if the rain holds off, we're going to take Brewer for a walk. And then I might hit Aldi, which I haven't been to in a while, because like I said, I don't have one near me. But I did see somebody else, I think on a TikTok recently. I don't know about you guys, but like, this is all I do. I watch TikToks. I bought cottage cheese. If you know, you know. I bought cottage cheese the other day. I'm watching TikToks, I'm watching YouTube videos. It's consuming my life right now, but in a good way, not in a not obsessive way. And if you guys have watched my other snack videos, I had found some really great things that I loved at Aldi, and I don't shop at Aldi. I hadn't been to Aldi in over 10 years probably. And I had found some really great things, but there's not one near me. And somebody that I saw in a video the other day had a protein shake also from Aldi. So I definitely want to go check those out, because I have been drinking the vanilla Walmart brand by Equate. So I had one Fairlife in the very beginning. I absolutely loved it, but I haven't found cases of it at anywhere where I shop. And individually they're like $4.50 a piece. Those are great. I bought the Premier on everybody's recommendation on a support group on Facebook, and I absolutely hated it. I have one left, and I have gone through 2 cases of the Equate brand since, and haven't even finished the Premier one because it just wasn't doing it for me. So I am super interested to try the Aldi one, because I do put my shake in my coffee in the morning with just a splash of cream. So I have cut back on my Coffee Mate French vanilla creamer significantly. I used to buy the huge 64 ounce bottle and drink 3/4 of it in a week. I've had 32 ounces in my refrigerator for 2 weeks, because I just put a tablespoon, which is the recommended dosage, with my protein shake. And then the rest of the morning, I'll drink the rest of the protein shake with a little bit of coffee, kind of like I call it a frappuccino or a macchiato or something fancy. And I usually just put it like in here or in a metal glass and metal cup. And that's what I have the rest of the morning. So yeah, I think we're gonna go take the pup. You wanna go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? We're going to go for a quick little walk, maybe play some fetch outside before it starts to rain. Yeah, it's going to rain soon, huh, buddy? And no biting. He's still a puppy. We have little teeny puppy teeth. Yeah, and then I think we're going to go to Aldi either today or tomorrow. So if we get anything good, stay tuned for that. So again, guys, thanks so much for being here. I hope to see you, stick around a little bit, and we will see you real soon. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye.